Sorry. Welcome everybody. On this scenario right here, I just want you to pay attention to this technique, right? And if you want to know more about this technique, so because my personal online training, you will get access to full tutorial on my Wing Chun training, right? And you are going to be free to ask me any question. So that is the benefit of my personal online training, in which if at all you are not clear enough, I can easily do another video to give you a proper information on anything that you ask me. So that is why I always say that you have to register for my personal online training, right? So now, on today's training, I just want to teach you how you can deflect kick. When your opponent want to use side kick, right? When your opponent want to give you side kick, right? When your opponent want to kick your rib, right? So we have many ways to defeat that. So right here, back on your stance right here, as a Wing Chun practitioner, and your opponent want to go with that, so just go with this. So and you go here. So mind you, you let your kneecap or your chin deflect your opponent kneecap, side of your opponent kneecap. You don't let your chin hit your opponent's chin. So because if you do that, you are going to the both leg is going to collide, and if your leg is not well stronger enough, you can easily get fracture on your bone, or even you can feel a little pain. You can get some grudge on your leg, right? So that's why you have to pay attention and focus on what you want to use this your kneecap or your chin to deflect your opponent. So you just go like this. So you just go like this, and you apply on your opponent. So like this, you just go like that. So that is number one thing. So number two thing that you can also do is that when your opponent want to do that, you just go with this. So this sorry. So just make sure you go. So you just go like that. Sorry. So you just make sure you go like this, and you apply on your opponent side of your opponent's kneecap. So, and for you to follow that up, if you want to finish your opponent at once on that scenario, so you just go like this, just follow it up with your chin punch to create an effective hit, and that is going to finish your opponent. You're going to finish your opponent off slowly. So that is that about that. So that is second thing you can do to deflect your opponent kick. But if your opponent kick is going higher, so if your opponent kick, if you want to know more about this technique, I just give you two examples on how to deflect your opponent. We also have an easier way to deflect your opponent kick. If you have been watching my YouTube video, you will have noticed this. So right, you just go like this. If your opponent kick is going higher, you just go like this. So just make sure you use your hand to deflect, and don't let the pressure of your hand, the hand that is this hand, too much. The pressure of the hand that have to be too much is this one. So you just use this to neutralize your opponent's kick from here, from his kneecap, right? So, and you use this to a little bit stop that kick. But the one that is going to get more pressure on your opponent's kick is the one that you use to deflect your opponent, the one that you use to stop your opponent's knee. Because if you stop your opponent's knee, his kick is going to be powerless, right? So that is why you have to attack your opponent's knee. So that is the joint that you can attack to deflect your opponent's kick. So that is that about that. So if your opponent is going higher, you just do like this, and you chop your opponent's head off. So it is quite easy to use. I hope you can see that clearly and you can understand it right. And if at all you want to do another thing, you can also, if you want to create a painful hit, you can also, another thing that you can do, that you can also go like this. So now lock your opponent's kneecap, right? Just press it like this. So your opponent is going to be feeling some pain right here. So your opponent is going to be feeling some pain right here because you have already locked his leg right here, and you now press it like this. You press it down to lock his joint right here. And mind you, once you are pressing your opponent's leg down right here, you have to be vigilant because your opponent can easily punch you, right? So like this. So you just do the back, you just go back to what you are doing, punching right here to neutralize his punch right here. So and once you put more pressure, a lot of pressure on that. I don't want to put I don't want to create a painful hit on my students, right? That is why I don't use the full force. So if you create a full force on that, your opponent is going to feel some pain. But for a Wing Chun practitioner, we have another way. If you find ourselves in that position, we have another way to fight our way out. But I'm not going to share that here, and that is for those that have already registered for my personal online training. I'm going to share that to them, because we don't hide any secret, we don't hold any secret in joining my personal online training. Any person that have already joined my personal online training, I will share everything and give him the full information and the details of everything that he or she is supposed to know about Wing Chun. So that is that about that. And if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you want to know full details of the Wing Chun, of my Wing Chun practice, of my Wing Chun technique, so just ask for it at the comment section, and I'll be ready to tell you how you can join my personal online training, in which I'm going to teach you everything in full details. So and I'm not going to hold anything back. So that's about that. So that is why I said you have to register for my personal online training. So you can easily go for that, like I said. So just go like this. So you just first of all go with this, and now you stop your opponent's leg, but you have to do this in fast attack, fast move. So you have to be faster on that, because your opponent will not leave his leg outside. So your opponent is going to kick you. So you just go like this. So you have first of all stop his leg right there. Now control your hand right there. Just go like this. Now go like that. So that slow them up. Now so just go like this. So just go like that. So now press it down right here. Once you create a full hit, a full pressure on his neck, on his kneecap right here, he's going to be feeling some pain, and he's going to go down as you are pressing it down. So that is that about that. If you have any question, you can ask me. You are free to ask me, and I will be right here to give you another explanation if you are not yet clear enough. And if you want to join my personal training, ask for it at the comment section. I will be right here to tell you how you can join my personal training. Now subscribe if this time is the first time, and like it, share it to your friends that may need it for their self-defense, and don't forget to register for my personal training. Peace and out.